Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Harold. Hope you're doing okay. I was just getting ready for a workout and I thought it'd be quite an interesting idea to take you guys through my training progression over the next few weeks and what I've been doing. My training's always centered around strength training and general athleticism, just whatever your body can do performance-wise. So last year I hit one of my most successful peaks, hit some really nice numbers that I've been looking for a long time, especially the body weight I was at. And I really enjoyed it. It did exactly what I wanted to do. So after that, I felt it was a good time to take a break from strength training for a bit. Not stop it altogether, but I want to see if there's anything else I can use my skill set to enjoy and pass the time. And again, just keep my fitness up without just focusing on the heavy squats, bench, deadlifts. Since then, it's almost been a year long, let's call it off-peak training, followed by a few weeks of forced kind of deload training since the gym's closed. And recently it's felt like a good time to see where I was at and to get back into the strength training for a little bit. So basically what I wanted to do was take you guys through a bit of a rebuild. What I would do if I was off for a period of time or focus on other styles of training, especially for those of us who can't train at the moment. So I've been off the weights training for a little bit and wanted to get back at it straight away. I want to give little tips and tricks how to build back up from scratch, I guess. And also how to avoid obviously stalling and getting yourself injured and all the bad stuff we don't want to do. And quite honestly, just to document my progress, give myself a little bit of accountability. It's obviously been a little bit hard to be on top of everything nowadays. So I thought it'd be a nice little push just to keep myself accountable. With that, welcome to what I'm probably going to call the Rebuild series, just to keep you guys updated with what I'm doing. And let's get into the training. So for the most part, no matter where you were, you're probably going to want to start off with something called linear progression. You may have heard it before, you may not have. You may already be doing it without actually being aware of what it is. But linear progression is exactly what it says on the tin. It's just progressing linearly. Just make sure wherever you are with your sets and your weights, you are always progressing upwards in a nice linear fashion, just like that. The important bit is just make sure it is going somewhere. Make sure you are progressing. For my training, we're going to use small manageable increments just to slowly build our numbers up on the main lifts. That's my main focal point. Linear progression isn't just useful for priming your body to actually do the lifts. It's also useful for priming everything, just your mind, your muscles, your connective tissues, everything to make sure you acclimate yourself to doing the heavy lifts. If for however many weeks or months you've not been lifting at all or doing bodyweight squats in the backyard, and then you decide to come in and squat 200 kilos, just because you can do it doesn't mean your body's exactly ready for it. Everything comes into play, and just being able to do it is not reason enough to do it. Make sure you're ready. The first step was to find my rough starting point. So for myself, when I got into the gym, I wanted to build myself up to a steady set of 5, something that was comfortable but a little bit challenging. My numbers ended up around 90 kilo bench press, about 100 kilo squat, and about 120 kilo deadlift. Again, touching on my last point, I probably could have done a bit heavier than that, but these were more than comfortable. I knew there'd be a lot of scope for progression as well as getting lots of workouts under my belt. No matter how long you've been training for, it's very easy to be hard on yourself. You have a reference point of where you once were, so when you hit numbers that used to be your warm-up weights, it can be a bit demotivating and it could be a bit of a hit to the ego. I myself have had to rebuild quite a few times. It's just the nature of training, and it's still quite, I'm still susceptible for feeling a bit crap about myself. At the end of the day, what's best for you should take priority, and you should sit comfortably in that knowledge of that. Nothing stunts your progress like a little niggling injury just because you went too hard too fast. So take it steady. It's not a race. Strength comes from consistency and not messing yourself up. All I did from that starting point was just, again, incrementally build up from it. Every workout came in, I just added a little bit more weight, usually about 2.5 to 5 kilos, depending on the lift, depending how it felt, and just steadily building up my ability to do it. So that's the idea for the most part. I figured it'd be a good series just to show you guys my progress, give you guys an idea of what a nice healthy progression could look like, in my opinion. And again, just give you little tips and tricks to stave off any stalling, any kind of injuries. Just make sure you guys stay safe and stay fun. I figured over the weeks I could start filtering in other kind of tangent factors like your food and other things you could be doing to hit your goals a little bit faster and a little bit cleaner. I really hope you guys get something out of this experience anyway. I'm going to do my best to give as much as I can during these episodes. And again, hopefully you enjoy them. Other than that, hopefully you guys learned something. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you have a good day. As always, subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think. And enjoy the rest of your day. Much love as always.